I'm going to show you the consonant cousins, the consonants that are formed in the same place in the mouth. This will help you or your child have more confidence with spelling. I'm Allison DeFrees, and you're watching Reading with Allison. Sometimes there is a B or a D reversal problem in our spelling or in our child's spelling, but there are also other confusions with consonants when we spell. For example, I have a very hard time spelling words that have both a P and a B in them, like the word republic. So why do we have this confusion with letters that don't even look alike, like maybe a D or a T? So when we understand all of the consonant cousins, like the ones I'm going to teach you about today, you will have more confidence with your spelling and understand why this spelling problem even exists. Now, the most common one I see is a confusion between a D and a T. The sounds T and D are formed when your tongue taps against the top of your mouth, kind of towards your teeth. You can feel it when you say the sounds T and D. They're formed with your tongue going to the same spot and making the same motion. Now, the sound T is a quiet sound, or some people call it an unvoiced sound. They mean the same thing. When I teach children, I typically say quiet sound. And the sound D engages your vocal cords and is a loud sound or a voiced sound. Consonant cousins tend to have one voiced consonant, one that uses your vocal cords, and one that's unvoiced and does not use your vocal cords. That's how our mouth makes these great sounds. So again, the letters T and D, which make the sounds D and T, are made in the same spot in your mouth. If you or your child are having any confusion spelling with D or T because of the similar sounds they make, then I'm going to give you some practice tips in just a minute. Let's talk about a few more consonant cousins that can cause some reading or spelling problems. The next few cousins are formed with the lips. Let's start with the lip poppers. To say these two consonant sounds, your lips sort of pop open and the air is forced out of your lips. And the sounds I'm talking about are the sounds P and B, P and B. So B or B is the voiced and P is unvoiced. These are lip poppers because our lips pop open to make the sounds P and B. The next are also formed with your lips, and these are the lip biters. So to form the sound F and V, we bite our lower lip. So again, that's the sound F, made by an F most commonly. And its cousin, the voiced cousin, is V, usually made by the letter V. So we have V, which is the voiced, and F, the unvoiced, or the loud and the quiet sounds. So those are the lip biters. The last one I want to teach today, even though there are many others, is the one that's most important to my students, which is the sounds that a hard G makes and a K or a hard C. We talk about hard and soft, G and C all the time with the tutoring that I do, which is for students who struggle with reading. And this sound is very important for these students to learn. The sounds I'm going to talk about are called throat scrapers. They're made in the very back of your mouth. So we're moving from our lips to the very back of our mouth where our mouth meets our throat. And the sound of G that I'm talking about is G, and the sound of C or K that I'm talking about is K. So we have G and K. Now G is the voiced consonant and K is the unvoiced, meaning our vocal cords aren't engaged there. The throat scrapers are challenging sounds to talk about, but once we start using the multisensory strategy of noticing where they are formed in our mouths, it can really help spelling with the C and G rule, which says that C and G are soft when followed by E, I, or Y. I do want to say that if you feel like you're having trouble saying these sounds, or if you're having trouble matching these sounds to the letters that they make, it's important to talk to your teaching team or your child's teaching team, an educational psychologist, and a speech and language specialist. Now I want to mention some ways that I practice these consonant cousins with my students. The first way is through a flashcard drill. I will isolate these flashcards, we will drill them and practice saying the sound and noticing where the sound is formed in our mouth. Now, to have a little bit more fun, I love to lay all the cards out and pick up one of them. My student will match it. So if I pick up a B, which says B, my student would be looking for the card that says P or a P. So they'll pick up that card and we'll play a matching game. And my favorite way to practice this, once my students feel really confident and comfortable, is through playing memory. We'll turn the cards upside down and then we'll flip them over to try to make a consonant match, a cousin match. Now this can be quite challenging, so definitely spend some time practicing it and give yourself a little bit of grace when you are practicing it. I hope this video helped get you started on consonant cousins, and maybe you're interested in learning more about them or just noticing those 4 cousins that we talked about more in your reading and in your spelling. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It helps other people find this video too. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.